Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We present to you lesson number 1076 of our daily Naseehah and advice with the help and mercy of Almighty Allah. Today is part 23 of our series regarding the day of Qiyamah. Almighty Allah Azza wa Jalla warned us about Azab Qabr. Qabr does not mean the grave only. When a person passes away, Man mata faqad qamat qiyamatuhu. Whosoever passes away and dies, his individual Qiyamat has started already, and that is Qiyamat Sughra, the micro. And the macro will be when the whole world and the creation will be perished, and Almighty Allah will destroy everything. So that is Alamatul, the Qiyamatul Kubra, the macro. So there are various lessons in Quran Sharif, in the Ahadith Mubarakah regarding the Qabr. And after a person dies and his Qiyamat has started, in Surah 40 verse 46, Almighty Allah tells us, An-naru yu'raduna alayha ghuduwan wa ashiyya, that the Pharaoh, the Fir'aun and his cronies, they are presented to the fire every morning, evening, all the time. And then, this is now, وَيَوْمَ تَقُومُ السَّاعَةِ, and when the day of Qiyamah is established, أَدْخِلُوا آلَ فِرْعَوْنَ أَشَدَّ الْعَذَابِ, they will be told to enter the worst punishment. So it shows that the fire Allah is speaking of is now. And remember, the Pharaoh's body is preserved. The Quran Kareem states, فَالْيَوْمَ نُنَجِّيكَ بِبَدَنِكَ لِتَكُونَ لِمَنْ خَلْفَكَ آيَةً, so that it is a lesson for humanity, so that in a sign for humanity that we preserve his body. He claimed he is divinity and God incarnate, Allah forbid, committing the worst type of kufr and shirk. Regarding Adhab Qabr, قال النبي المصطفى صلى الله عليه وسلم, لولا أني أخشى على قلوبكم, had it not been that I fear for your hearts, لسألت الله أن يسمعكم, I should ask Allah to let you listen, من عذاب القبر, the punishment and chastisement of the grave, مثل الذي أسمع, as I listen to it. The hadith mentioned by Imam Ahmad rahimahullah. And remember here Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam is speaking about. And why do people get punished in their graves? So one, Yamshi bin Namima, that people carry tales, backbiting, gossiping. And the second one, because of urine splashes. All these ahadith mentioned in Bukhari Sharif, Ibn Majah. And remember Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, many people get punished illa bi ihda thalas, because of one of the three reasons. Fil ghiba, one is backbiting. This has become our favorite pastime. One namima, carrying tales. Wal bawl, and the splashes of urine. The hadith is mentioned by Imam Ahmad in his Musnad. So big lessons for all of us in there. Then we see Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam spoke that what isti'adha, what du'as we should make for protection. So read and say, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min fitnatil qabr, min fitnati adhabil qabr. O Almighty Allah, I seek your protection from the fitna and the trials of adhab qabr, the punishment of the grave. Open Sunan Nasai and various other books, we will find these type of ahadith there. A wonderful dua mentioned here by Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Abu Dawood, and that is Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us, whosoever reads this dua in the morning after Fajr, whosoever reads this dua after Maghrib, A'udhu billahi al-azim, Almighty Allah will protect that person. A'udhu billahi al-azim, I seek protection from Allah, the majestic one. وَبِوَجْهِهِ الْكَرِيمِ, وَبِوَجْهِهِ الْكَرِيمِ, and his honorable countenance. وَسُلْطَانِهِ الْقَدِيمِ, and his ancient authority, sovereignty, power, everlasting power it means. مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ, from Satan the accursed. أعوذ بالله العظيم وبوجهه الكريم وسلطانه القديم. أعوذ بالله العظيم وبوجهه الكريم وسلطانه القديم من الشيطان الرجيم, from Satan the accursed. Then that companion says, أوفي هذا العبد مني اليوم, that now this person is safe from me today. The shaitan cannot do any harm and cause any harm to that person today. This hadith, remember, is mentioned in Abu Dawood and in Targhib wa Tarheeb by Allama Munziri rahimahullah. So these are simple du'as we should try and read. Therefore the Quran Kareem tells us, وَإِمَّا يَنْزَغَنَّكَ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ نَزْغٌ فَاسْتَعِذْ بِاللَّهِ, that whenever the shaitan gives us an injection, he tries to cause us harm, then say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. And remember, when we connect ourselves to Almighty Allah, then Almighty Allah said, Inna ibadi laysa laka alayhim sultan, that my special servants, you have no authority over them. So remember, Almighty Allah protects us. And remember, today people live in their own, this own life, meaning they think they're going to enjoy. Yeah, there's a hadith, إِذَا بَلَغَ الرَّجُلُ أَرْبَعِينَ سَنَةً, when a person reaches 40 years old, وَلَمْ يَغْلِبْ خَيْرُهُ وَلَا شَرِّهِ, and his good actions are not overpowering and more dominant than his vices, قَبَّلَهُ الشَّيْطَانِ بَيْنَ عَيْنَيْهِ, you're already 40 and yet we're not changing for the better. The shaitan kisses him and says that fine, that the chances of you doing good deeds now are slim. The hadith mentioned by Allama Daylami in his Musnad. So therefore, O Muslim, we are 40, more than 40 years old. So let us change our life for the better. Allah Jalla wala make our khatima ending on Iman. Almighty Allah protect us from the snares of the shaitan and the junudu shaitan, the agents of the shaitan, and they are shayateen al-insi wal-jinn, in jinnat form and human form. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.